There's a massive event taking place in Hampshire this weekend. The Jalsa, hosted by the event in his presence of His Holiness Mirza Mahmoud Ahmed, the Caliph of Ahmadiyya Muslim community worldwide. And they're celebrating a motto of love for all, hatred for none. We can join one of Kent's representatives there now, the Imam Safeer Zartasht. Imam, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So can you just go into a little bit more detail about the Jalsa Salana? Because it sounds like quite an event. 3 days celebrating love and peace.
Yes, this Jalsa Salana literally in Arabic means annual convention. And this is the third day. We have been holding this event for 2 days now, and it has been really successful. And against a backdrop of conflict in the Middle East, and the brutal killing by ISIS, including the recent murder of journalist James Foley. More than 30,000 Muslims, they have gathered this weekend to pray for peace, commit to countering extremism in all its forms, and vow to defend religious freedoms for all, those values which we all love and try to respect. Now, this is the 48th year of this event in Hampshire, and this is the oldest and largest Muslim convention of its kind in the UK.
So a big gathering, 30,000 people, that's a large amount. And you've got so much to talk about as well. Of course, ISIS in the news. We were just hearing there about the events in Rotherham. What was the opinion at the conference about ISIS, first of all? I mean, are they representing true Muslims?
Sadly, they are not representing the true Muslims, and I think every true Muslim agrees with that. And I mean, if you are here in this event, you will see the atmosphere is totally different. Everybody greet each other with Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you, and that just shows what the motives of this event is and what the true teachings of Islam is. In fact, not only Islam, but all religions teach to promote peace and brotherhood. And that is exactly what we are trying to make sure that our youth and our members of this community understand, that we take a stand against ISIS, and we want to make sure that people know that what they are presenting is not the true teachings of Islam. In fact, the Holy Quran, which is the guideline for every Muslim, clearly states that there is no compulsion in religion. And Islam teaches us to be loyal to the country in which we reside in. And as an Ahmadi Muslim, which I am, an Imam, we believe it's our duty to serve the country, to contribute to society, and promote peace and good citizenship. So Britain has provided us a home for people from across the world. And as Muslims, we give thanks to the Queen, the government, and the country for allowing us actually to practice our faith with freedom. This luxury we don't have in all places in the world. And also the life of Prophet Muhammad, who was the Prophet of Islam, the founder of Islam, who such terrorists unfortunately claim to represent, is filled with only countless examples of peace, tolerance, respect, and deep love for humanity. So that is the focal point of this Jalsa, that to try to make people understand what the true teachings of Islam is. And all Ahmadis and Muslims, we are against ISIS, and obviously there is no foundation for what they can there is no foundation for support from the sources of Islam, so they can't really say that they're representing Islam. That is not true.
So just doing a rough bit of maths here, Imam Safeer Zartasht. There's something in the region of 2.75 million Muslims in the country. It's the second largest religion in the UK. Out of that, 500 or so going off to fight for ISIS. That makes out about, 0.0001% of the Muslim community. You must have quite a sizable voice. Why aren't the majority turning around these jihadis?
I think most people condemn them, but they feel that it's difficult to raise their voices, I think many people, they probably don't even have the knowledge enough to express themselves. And I think a gathering like this Jalsa Salana, this annual convention, is a perfect opportunity to come out and speak against ISIS in the best possible way. And during this event, we have many speeches and discussions. So I think this kind of events should be more often, and more Muslims should take part in these events so that they can raise a voice against ISIS. So it's only if the Muslims come together and really condemn it, in public, only then we can fight together to stop these terrorists.
Imam Safeer Zartasht, thank you very much, and wishing you a peaceful day at the convention, the final day of that going ahead today. My panel, Eddie Chambers, at the convention, the final day of that going ahead today. My panel, Eddie Chambers, Janet Naim, and Reverend Mark Barker. It has to be applauded, this convention, 30,000 people there, doing as you two have done, Janet and Mark, celebrating peace.
Quite right, yes. Very strongly applaud what they're doing, and good to hear him speaking out that ISIS are not representing true Muslims, are not holding on to the true teaching of Islam. And it's very much what we were talking about yesterday, and standing together, that actually we want to stand saying we want peace in our world, and Muslims were standing with us, declaring the same, condemning the atrocities that's taking place in Iraq, and it's good to hear that coming through as well from this conference.
Definitely so.